What's going on, everyone? SiNxRealize, aka Sin, aka Sings, aka the thing you wash your hands in, and I'm your coach for the Toronto Tyrantrums, and this is week 7 of the PGL. I mean, not PGL. Sorry, I'm getting them all mixed up right now. The DBL draft league, and this week, folks, we are taking on someone who we have faced off against in the past, and last time we did beat them. So hopefully we can pull out another W this time. That's right, folks. If you guys did not see from the title or the thumbnail, we are taking on TheChoiceSpecs and the Orlando Magikarps once again. I am very excited to take them on because in this league specifically, okay, they are, I think they lost once. Yeah, they lost once, and that was the last week to Chicago Shame and Sky, which we ended up beating in the DBL over here. I think our battle with her in the PGL goes up this week, I think. Thinking emoji. I honestly, I can't remember. I don't know what week we're on over there at this point. I keep losing track. But anyways, time to go over what we are going to bring and why we're bringing them. Okay, first up, we're bringing Lush in the Tornadus. I figured we might as well bring it just so that way, in case it tries out the hazards, because I know for a fact that Donphan, shout out to the Miami Dolphins, Kyle, your boy. It's very good at setting up stealth rocks, so that is going to be something that we're going to have to deal with. And also, along with the Mega Mawile, there is that possibility. I don't think anything else he has can set up. Maybe Mastering can set up a sticky web. I'm not exactly too sure, but I think that's probably fine. So for this set, we're going with the eject button because, well, if you guys take a look at its moves and whatnot, we are of course running Prankster. We're bringing the U-turns. We're bringing the defogs to get rid of the hazards, of course. We're bringing knockoff, so that way we can knock off whatever items they're holding on to, of course, except for the Mawile and whichever one has a Z move. Which I was talking with Specs before, and he says he's not a fan of using Z moves. So, maybe he might not bring a Z move, but honestly, who knows? We're bringing knockoff regardless. And we're also bringing acrobatics. And for you guys who don't know what acrobatics does, ladies and gents, here, I'll go over here. Doubles in power if the user has no held item, which is the main reason we brought eject button. Originally, I was planning on bringing a dark gem to boost our knockoff, but unfortunately, that's only a Gen. It's only a Gen 5 item. I think it's like black white. I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that. I could be wrong. It's either black white or black 2 white 2. I cannot remember for the life of me. So instead, we are bringing the eject button. So that way, if we get hit at all, we'll be like, nope, we're getting out. We're gonna hop right on out of there. We won't have to worry about the item anymore. That's the main reason for that. So then acrobatics will be doing 110 base power plus stab, and it's 100% accurate, which makes me makes me pretty happy. And also, I think I'm just gonna quickly check here. Yeah, no, absolutely nothing he has outspeeds Tornadus unless he gives something a choice scarf. Which I'm kind of curious on how much Choice Scarf actually boosts. 1.5. So anything that's probably about, I'm trying to think how much like how speedy he would have to be. Probably at least 80, like 70, maybe. No, not 70. It'd have to be like 75 or 80. So like if he ended up scarfing Dragonite, Suicune, Espeon, Asmagius, Masquerain, Arcanine, and Manectric. Those are the only ones that have the slightest chance to outspeed. But if we're just going with natural speed here, Lajin will be the fastest thing. So I feel like he might try to bring something to be able to deal with that. But we are going max speed, max attack, so that way we can hit hard. We could hit hard with the U-turn. We could hit hard with the acrobatics. We could hit hard with the knockoff. And we just gotta be fast. We gotta go fast, right? That is how it works. And then next up, we're bringing Arthur like we always got it. We always got to bring our boy Arthur, our Nido King. This time we're running an Assault Vest set. We're rocking Stealth Rocks. We're bringing the Ice Beam, Sludge Wave, Earth Power. Sludge Wave and Earth Power, it's stab. Earth Power will be super effective against the Mega Mawile. I think I did a damage calc. I don't think it lives. Ice Beam can help deal with the Dragonite, which I believe like it barely lives at full with multi-scale. Ice Beam can also deal with the Dawn Fan. Earth Power can deal with the Arcanine. So if he tries to bring because Arcanine has access to Intimidate, Mawile has access to Intimidate. He has a couple Intimidators that he's just sitting on. He also has a Masquerain, which I believe gets Intimidate. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, but we're going to be running Sheer Force, Earth Power. We're of course running a special set. He's probably going to expect a special set at this point, but we are going to be going modest that way we can hit hard. I'm not super concerned about speed. If I get outsped, I get outsped. It's not super concerning. A little bit into the Spadef, 252 HP, 252 special attack. Yeah, and that's pretty much about it. Hopefully Arthur can manage to eat like at least a couple hits. The only thing here that scares me about trying to set up Stealth Rocks is if he ends up bringing Espeon and swaps in the Espeon as I'm going for the Stealth Rock, because then it'll most likely Magic Bounce me, which is a little bit terrifying, because whatever I throw at him, he's like, no, it's not happening. So that's why we are bringing Rar XD. Rar XD, it is hella fast. It's a relatively fast mon. Of course, there are a couple things here that will outspeed it, like Dragonite, Suicune. I'm barely faster than Espeon, but he could very well just scarf the Espeon and be faster. I'm just looking at the rock. I was looking at Spadef. What am I doing? Yeah, Espeon naturally outspeeds. Mismagius does. Arcanine does, and Manectric does. Those are the only ones he has that will outspeed. If it's of course any sort of investment into the speed. But the main thing for Rar is we got Dracos for the Dragonite, we got Dark Pulses for Espeon and Mismagius. And I guess the Decidueye, if he does bring that, fun fact, he has never once brought Mismagius, Decidueye, or Manectric to any battle. None whatsoever. What I've been noticing is that he's been bringing the same 6 mons for the most part. He only brought two different mons before, and that was he brought Beware, which week was it? He brought it week 1. And he brought Masquerain twice, which was during which weeks was it? Week 3, week 4? I'm trying to see here, sorry. No, he brought it week 1. He brought week 1 and week 4. So I guess that's probably in case there's any sort of like physical threats, because triple intimidate, that is a thing. He has mentioned that to me before. Of course, we're bringing Life Orb on this, so that way we can hit just a little bit harder. Not too much harder, but enough to get by. I did think about running Scarf, but nah, I'm not going to worry about it. I just want to be able to hit. We're also bringing U-Turn, so that way we can pivot on out as well. U-Turn will as well be super effective against the Espeon. We also have Flamethrower. It can deal with the what am I looking here? The Masquerain, the Mega Mawile, the Decidueye if he does bring that. I honestly, I'm just expecting the team that he's been naturally bringing each week, which would be the Dragonite, Suicune, Arcanine, Donphan, Espeon, and Mawile. Those are the main ones that I am dealing with. I'm bringing like little things to be able to fuck with everything else. Those are the primary ones that I am going to be bringing. And he probably knows that I am heavy into special attacking, so he's probably going to try to prep for special attacks. And we are bringing Paramore once again, but we're bringing a little bit of a different set with this. Okay, we are of course bringing the focus sash because we gotta have that focus sash. And also we are going with the fast bulky support set that was shown for the suggested spread, as you can tell. So 248 and 2 HP max speed, and I think it speed ties with Espeon. And as you notice, we do not have any sort of physical, we don't have any sort of attacking moves. The closest thing we have is Destiny Bond. So the main reason we're bringing Paramore here is for taunting and setting up Hail and clicking Aurora Veil. That is the plan with Paramore. If I can get the Hail up, right away, sweet. And then it'll bring me down to the sash. I'll most likely be faster. I doubt he'll have any priority. The closest thing he could have is like a Shadow Sneak, and I think the Sidgewai has access to that. I'm not exactly too sure what else. Mega Mawile could try to Sucker Punch me, but it's not going to go anywhere. I'm trying to think of other priority moves. There's Bullet Punch, which I don't think he has anything that has access to that. So yeah, pretty much as long as the Espeon isn't out, we can set up Aurora Veil without a problem. And then that'll boost our defenses and it'll be fantastic. We'll be able to eat a lot of hits for a handful of turns. I think it's like what, 5 turns? Yeah, 5 turns. So that'll be really good for us. So yeah, pretty much Paramore is just there to try to take something down with it and set up. As you can tell, we're not trying to really set up any sort of hazards, I guess, because like I could use Arthur to try to set up T-Spike. I could try to use it for Stealth Rocks, but we're only going to bring the Stealth Rocks. I've never been too cheeky keen on the Toxic Spike because when am I ever really going to get 2 layers of Toxic Spikes up? And then we're bringing number 1, so that way we have ourselves a second defogger. It also has Volt Switch, which will do a good chunk to the Suicune. We're bringing Toxic just in case if he has something that's relatively bulky, we can just throw a little bit of Toxic on it. We are going with a relatively bulky set here. We're bringing lefties, and also we're bringing Air Slash as well for stab. It has a 30% chance to flinch, which would be pretty nice. It'd be pretty nice if we can get a flinch if he has things that'll outspeed, which would be really good. So like the only things that all outspeed this, if nothing else has any investment into the speed, would be the Sidgewai, the Donphan, the Mega Mawile, the Masquerain, which Masquerain would probably have a lot of speed investment, the Beware, the Suicune, and the Dragonite. But Dragonite is most likely going to have a lot of speed investment. I don't think Suicune would. He might have like a little bit to at least try to outspeed me. Because that right there is a possibility. But yeah, I think that's pretty much about it for our team builder for this week. Make sure you guys check out TheChoiceSpecs' channel in the description down below. But yeah, and thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed, smash that like button down below. If you guys are new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, the bell, so notified whenever a video goes up. But on that note, I'm going to head on out of here, and I'll see you guys at the battle. Bye bye.